Beano bani boni bini bini boni bana boni 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 bani bini bana boni bani bini bani bini boni boni bini bani bini bani bani boni bye.
Hello, everybody! Blinger! And welcome to the diaries. Well, today we're going to do something unique. Blinger. Anyway, we're going to do something unique. I've been studying the making of gumbo. As many of you know, gumbo is my favorite dish in the whole stinking world. Gumbo and white rice. Man, nothing like it. And I have strived for a long time to try to be able to make a gumbo that tastes just like at New Orleans Square in Disneyland, because that's really, really, really awesome gumbo. And for the most part, I've been pretty successful. I even served it to some friends, including my son, who's a friend, of course, to see if who had been to Disneyland and had the gumbo, and to find out if how close I got it. And for the most part, I got it pretty darn close. But here's the thing: I like an uncomplicated gumbo. Okay, and there really is not an uncomplicated way to make gumbo. I mean, you could buy a package of it, I suppose. But I've come up with what I think is a recipe that it's not going to be quite as complicated, and it'll do away with some of the aspects of gumbo that I find kind of annoying. Many of you probably won't agree with me, but I'm not a big fan of having big hunks of onion and celery and things like that in my gumbo. However, it's kind of referred to as the holy trinity of gumbo, is onions, celery, bell peppers, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make a gumbo of my own that, whereas it does use those ingredients, it's not quite so heavy-handed in the gumbo itself. The flavor is there, but a little bit more refined. And I'm going to use some tricks that I've been kind of figuring out, because the one thing that I cannot stand in my gumbo is okra. I hate okra. I just hate it. It's yuck. It's yuck. And I do not know a lot of people who are really big fans of okra, fresh, frozen, or otherwise. But to me, I don't like it. I don't like the consistency and so forth. And okra is used as a thickener in gumbo, along with roux. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make it kind of half roux and half a flour and water thing. I can't remember what that's called. Sludge. And but do it well enough where it's not going to be pasty, because you get that when you use flour and water for a thickener. It has a tendency to get a little pasty, so I'm going to try to avoid that. So this is going to be an experiment. I have some andouille sausage, and I have chicken, because I like chicken gumbo. And we're going to try this out and see how it works. So before I do anything, I'm going to have to tie my hair back, Okay, so that's one thing that's going on in this episode. Some other things going on. Hopefully I'm going to get a visit from my Aussie family. I did hear back from them while they were vacationing, and it was South Dakota. I thought it was North Dakota. I think snow, I think north. But anyway, I heard back from them, and theoretically I'm going to see them before they head back to Australia. We will see what happens there. And a few other things. The weather is starting to turn, starting to get a little bit more comfortable, not quite as cold, not as dreary. And let's try and do some things, okay? So, without any further ado, let's get gumboing! Yeah. let's get going! Alright then. As I have said many times in the past, I do not like burnerless countertops. I mean burnerless stoves. But it's what I've got. This porch stove was old when I got it, and it's even older now, so it was having issues. In any case, the first thing I want to do is, well, first I'm going to show you that I've got my andouille sausage, and this is Zatarain's or whatever, and it's pre-cooked, so I don't have to pre-prepare the sausage. So, but what I do have to pre-prepare is the chicken. So I take out my blue bonnet. I'm going to put in a thing of butter right there. So we got to get this to melt. Now I don't generally cook with oil unless it's sesame oil. Basically because oil really stinks most of the time, and it also has a tendency to, it doesn't enhance the flavor of food, that's for darn sure. It kind of has the opposite effect. Take my chicken here. One other thing about why I use butter instead of oil. Butter or margarine, actually, it takes longer to accidentally burn something when you're not using oil. Oil has a tendency to brown things beyond the brownness of brown in a matter of seconds. Margarine or butter takes a little longer. Okay. Take a little light. Alright, we're going to make our roux. It's going to be a brown roux, hopefully, not a dark roux. I'm going to use about, I don't know, no butter, none at all coming out. It's about a half a cup of butter. It's actually closer to about a third of a cup of butter. Okay, then we're going to add about an equal amount of flour. Stir that in with a wooden spoon. Pasty, which it is. I'm just going to keep mixing that around. And keep cooking it. Okay, we got a good brown roux here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some chopped onion. Rather than whole chopped onion, I'm going to use good old-fashioned spice of the day chopped onion. Mix that into our roux. Onion powder, now not a lot, just I'm going to add a little thank you. I'm going to add a little garlic powder. Finally, I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Carefully measured amount, as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to take my whisk spread the wealth around a little bit. Bring it all back together in the middle. And then I'm going to add one, starting off, cup of a chicken broth. And that looks wonderful. Going to turn the heat down. Look at that. Perfect. Slide that over for just a moment. Alright. It's all ready. You're going to add 6 cups of chicken bouillon. There we go. As it works its way through, it will thicken up a bit. Remember that the darker your roux, the thinner your broth. Now we're going to transfer the broth from this pan into this big pot. Continue to stir it. I'm going to add, so what I have here is light salt, low sodium salt. I know it sounds weird, but it's a real thing. And I'm going to add about a half a tablespoon. Okay. I'm going to get my pepper. And I use black pepper, although in gumbo you generally want to use white pepper, but I'm going to use black pepper. About a half a tablespoon. I'm going to take my cayenne pepper. I'm going to use about a quarter of a tablespoon. Yeah, about a sixth of a tablespoon. And I'm going to add my chicken. Okay, and I'm going to add my andouille sausage. This is pre-cooked. I'm going to have to thicken that up a little bit, but we're going to let that simmer for about, I don't know, about an hour, hour and a half or so. Alright, we'll come back to that in a little bit and see how it's stewing. So I did there, how it's stewing. Yeah, anyway. I tried a little sample of it shortly after You know, I got it prepared, and it's only been simmering for about 5 minutes. I sampled a little bit of it, and yeah, it's definitely not, you know, the New Orleans square, which I was not expecting. But boy howdy, is it good. I'm hoping it stays good all the way through the cooking process, so we'll find out. We'll check back on it in about an hour. Okay, so we're back to this song. It's been a long time since I played this out here on the speaker, but the Porches got some issues, and we're going to take care of it. First of all, I forgot to plug the system back in. I had it set up for Christmas time where I had the lights set up. So now we should be able to turn the power on and hear an obnoxious noise from the pump over here. Success, such as it is. Now I gotta get the pump to circulate the water. This is always fun. Sometimes all it takes to get this to circulate is just to shut it off and turn it on again. And that's all it took. That light seems a lot higher. It's also not on, so I don't have everything. I do not have everything plugged in yet, so take care of that too. Okay, now we got this one. This one I just know is going to be a problem because it usually is to start it up. I think the rocks have got moved up a bit, and I need to glue them into place. I kind of like that. But once you put more water through here, it'll still be functional. Lost a lot of water on that one. Okay, I turned off the water droplets, and now we got to do something about the plants. I got this ivy that's on chain. It looks ridiculous. And you saw, here's a piece of it. It just snapped right out. So I'm thinking I might hide some of this. Maybe put some, like, tall grass around it or something like that. And then I have the tiki head with the, what's left of a plant in it. And I have something I can put in there, so let's try a few things. Alright, so we have this, tall grass.
It is the fourth reported incident involving the Jungle Cruise since one. In the Lake District, a group of hunters claim that all of their supplies, equipment, and their transport were lost when a group of mad
That's kind of cool.
invaded their camp. Wildlife specialists can't saying such behavior on the part of the travelers. Here is a charming new melody for your listening pleasure.
Be cool if I could secure that a little better, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to take this and pull it out of there. Put it. That looks better. That looks better right off the bat. Not so sure. Well, let's work on this corner over here. Okay, let's see how much that's going to get in the way of the water. I'm thinking pretty much. And I would be wrong. Who would have thought? This thing over here, we gotta do something with that. Okay, so the only thing left now is the fact that the lantern. Yeah, the batteries are a little done. So I gotta get batteries for these. Firefly, however, still fireflying around. I need to clean the glass out. Porch is almost ready for spring. Getting there. Okay, today's junk mail is exciting because it's not a loan application. It is a contest. I love these even more because they're more ridiculous. Okay, so I think it's a contest, all right? This is from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And it's approved. Here, let me see, it says approved right there. So somebody took hundreds of thousands of letters as they went past and hit it with the approved stamp. Which they didn't hit very hard either because it's very light and it is the same color as most of the fonts on here. It says please reply in 10 days. Your claim entry form is enclosed. So, enclosed are 6 free chances to win an adjustable bed. Now see, the problem here is I need an adjustable bed because my bed is killing me slowly. I've been getting a lot of neck pain in the morning, you know. Anyway, enough of the bed. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's from an adjustable bed company. Let's put this extra thing out of the way. All right. Congratulations! Today, this could be your lucky day. You have just received 6, and with 6 in parentheses, so in case you can't read the word 6, you'll know the number 6. Of course, if you couldn't read the word 6, you probably couldn't read the rest of it, so all you'd see is blah, 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 6, blah, blah. Anyway. 6 free chances to win an Easy Rest Classic adjustable bed. So, let's see what this whole shamil is about. It's, this is one of those that the center tears in half and it becomes more mail than it was when I took it out of the envelope. Let's see. It's just a sweepstakes. It's a sweepstakes to win a bed. Memory foam contoured neck pillow. Meet a few of our Easy Rest winners. There's got to be something underlying here. Don't wait another minute. Just answer questions 1 through 5. Enter your chances to win. Blah, blah, blah. They're not even trying to sell me anything here. This isn't fun. No purchase necessary to enter. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You can receive a free memory foam contoured neck pillow, blah, blah. This is our way of introducing you to the health, comfort benefits of our adjustable bed. With over 1,001 comfort positions. Over 1,001 comfort positions. Which means it's got a motor running in it, and when you push the switch, the bed goes, or it goes like that. And every is a position, you see? Soothing heat and invigorating therapeutic massage. Plus, you will receive a free colored brochure on the benefits of owning a Reed. So this is basically... This isn't an underhanded one at all. This is just they're introducing their product with a giveaway, hoping you'll come in and buy more stuff, obviously. Huh. Well, it's still junk, but it's not... Doesn't smell as bad as most of the other junk mail I get. That was a little bit less than overwhelming. It was it was pretty okay. Well, just goes to show, you can't judge a book by its envelope, because the envelope definitely looked like it was going to try to sell us something, and in the end, it basically was just an introduction to a product. So I didn't know they still did that through the mail. I thought that that whole concept of advertising through the mail was like not done anymore. It was all done on computer, on the internet, and all that kind of thing. Well, it just goes to show you, can't know everything. No. Well, I know that, but didn't know everything. Okay, enough. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, that's it for junk mail today. Okay, the time has come. I have my spoon ready. Check this out. Give it a oh, it looks perfect. Here, hang on. Let me take you on a journey. Right over here. Look at this. Look at this. Ready? Oh, that's perfect. I am happy with that. Now, I'll put you back over here. Fasten you up. Alright. We're gonna, that's the palm of my hand. Okay, we're gonna try it out. Here we go. You hear one of my games paused in the back of there. It's not New Orleans Square. It is ridiculously good. Let's try it with one of these. I'm a little concerned about these andouille sausages because they're, you know, pre-cooked and everything, but let's try it. Try it right here. It's great. Success! That is a good gumbo right there. Well, I got my rice sitting here. I get out of the bowl, gonna serve it up, have my lunch. I have plenty left over for later. Oh, it's warm too. Okay, I thought I'd do a little something for you here. As many of you know, we have a band, Waiting for Waffles. Consists of me, the old guy, and 4 youngsters that are learning their instruments, and one who's learning his rock and roll voice. In any case, I'm working on a new tune for us, and it's usually more or less a collaborative effort, but I have this one section, this little bass thing that I want to do. Might go in at the front because we're going to have a bass, theoretically we'll have a dulcimer playing. And I'm going to just kind of futz around with the idea, and I thought I'd share it with you. I hope I didn't poke you in the eye. Anyway, here we go. For better or worse, however it comes out, who knows, who cares. Yeah, it was a test. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, because I've got to do my dishes. Which I have to do whether we end this episode now or not. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, next episode, hopefully we're going to get out of the mansion, out of the manor, and out into the road, and, well, not out into the road, because that sounds kind of dangerous, but, you know, get out and go do something, or go see something. We're going to do some stuff coming up very soon, as the weather gets better. And I've got film shoot coming up, music stuff coming up. Hopefully I will actually put some of that on. I always say I'm going to, and then, you know, it rarely happens. But hopefully we'll get some of that on. And some things around the manor that need to be taken care of that have not been taken care of yet. Which we'll need to take care of. Yet! There are other things we can do too. But we will see what happens on the next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week. End of line.